Okay, so hello and welcome to yet another Gaming Masters video. So today is going to be an interesting video. I'm going to be summarizing all of the Battlefield 1, Battlefield 2016 rumors. Now, I've got a collection of images here on my screen right now, and I'm going to be talking through each single image, the source of these images, and basically what I think of these images. So, let's get started with the top left hand side image. Now, this image is a promo image which has been circulating around the internet after the Xbox One dashboard updated promoting the Battlefield 2016 reveal event, and they accidentally put an image supposedly from the next Battlefield game as a promo image for this event. Now, it seems to be a battlefield which would be focused in World War One, just by the determination, just by the way that people have broken down the image. It looks like it's a World War One image with a blimp in the background, etc. The kind of like World War One kind of like focused clothing and weapons and stuff like that. So that's come together, and people were more focusing towards the World War One focus, kind of like era, ever since yesterday's teaser trailer that Battlefield unveiled. I'll leave the link down below in the description for that. And ever since then, people have assumed it's going to be World War One. Now, I personally don't mind as to what the actual focus of the title is, as long as it's a fairly good game. Now, I definitely do think it's going to be World War One after all of these images, and all of this information seems to be fitting fairly well together. You then have a look at the image on the right hand side. It's a promo pack from the reveal event, which is taking place in just a few hours now, as at the time of recording this video, and it seems to be pretty official stuff from EA. That has been handed out to people at the event. So it seems to be a Battlefield 1 related poster, so that gives us the name of the title, supposedly Battlefield 1. We then also have a promo pack telling us about the Hellfighter expansion pack that you would get through pre-ordering the game. Now, this does seem to be fairly legitimate, because if you actually look up the Hellfighter kind of like army, it's actually a group of a American army division which was in World War One, which seems to be pointing even more and more towards the background of World War One. So I'm just getting some more information up on this because I'm doing this as a live commentary at the moment. It was a National Guard. There we go. So it was a National Guard regiment called the 369th Infantry Regiment in the United States Army that was featured in World War One and World War Two as well, and they were nicknamed the Harlem Hellfighters. And they took place in quite a few of the battles and stuff like that, and they were primarily infantry focused. Now, this is where I'm slightly worried, because this is where the alternate history comes in that people have been talking about being a possibility, because vehicles are always a prominent thing in Battlefield, so it would make sense if it is an alternate history with the Harlem Hellfighters, because that would make sense, because it kind of like relates back to like the history of Battlefield and vehicular combat and things like that. You tend to relate infantry combat with Call of Duty an vehicular combat with a bit of infantry to battlefield. So that definitely seems to make sense. Now, this is just a quick overview, but as you can see here, the kind of like poster seems to be fairly well done. It seems to be fairly official. So I'm not putting any of this down to kind of like people that have mocked up stuff, because it just seems to be too many different versions of the same image going around on the internet right now. There are like too many different versions for it to just be a kind of leak kind of thing. I mean, a fake kind of thing. And then if you have a look in the bottom right hand side corner of this image, you'll see a possible release date which people have been pointing towards, which is the 18th of October 2016. Now, this seems to be fairly legitimate, because if you actually go to the kind of like 18th of October 2016, which sounds about right. Call of Duty is launching in December as usual. The 18th of October is a Tuesday, so that makes sense. Most things tend to release on Tuesdays for video games and software, because that's when stuff tends to get released. Sometimes it's Fridays, but usually it's Tuesdays. So that makes sense, and it will most likely be on Xbox One, PS4, and PC. I doubt that they'll make another game for the previous generation. So that seems to be fairly legitimate if you ever look at all of that information. Now, this is something that not many people have actually picked up upon. However, you have a look at this image of the Battlefield event, and you actually have a look, and below there it says presented by Xbox One. Now, this could possibly be hinting at a exclusivity deal similar to the Battlefield 4 exclusivity deal with the team over at Xbox. Now, this would make sense, because why else would they be putting presented by Xbox One on the world premiere information leaflets and presentations at the actual event? So it looks like, to summarize, it's going to be an alternate history of Battlefield 1, Battlefield in World War 1, called Battlefield 1, with a pre-order bonus of a National Guard regiment from New York in the United States as a pre-order bonus, going to all be released on the 18th of October 2016, which sounds about right. And we seem to be having quite a variety of different other leaks coming around. Now, this video is ending at 7 p.m, so we're about 2 hours or so away from the official reveal. So any information unveiled between now and the actual official reveal or leaked is not covered in this video. Things can change in a matter of minutes. Simply that store update has brought all of this information coming to light. So any other information I will cover in the full official video of what has actually been unveiled. That will be going live once the reveal has been completed later on today. Thank you for watching this video. Don't forget to like, follow, and of course, as always, subscribe. It's very much appreciated, and we shall see.